Hello, everybody. It's time for CAPI Live. I'm so glad to be here after 2 weeks of being off. I missed you guys. I know you missed me. Or did you? Let's let everybody get in here and we will get the show started tonight. I'm excited about the show tonight. I really am.
I have a surprise for y'all.
Let me turn my notifications off.
This
will stop making all this noise. I think they heard you.
Yes, I know. I wanted to.
This is the point whenever you tell them what the surprise is.
It's better to show them.
Okay, do that.
Wait, I gotta wait for everybody.
Yeah, wait till they're actually here.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey, John, how's it going, brother?
Hi.
You're first tonight. How about that?
Look what I made. Water.
Water. Greetings, beautiful Dakota.
Greetings, beautiful God. We have a surprise for you.
Which one?
The hair.
Ah, cool.
Don't.
I think you just did, though.
No, but they don't know what I did.
I think you just did.
No, they don't know what I did.
Let's let everybody get on. Y'all remember when you come on, let me know you're here by saying hello in the chat. It's telling me that I don't have anybody on right now, but I know I do because John just said hello. John, if you would go share for us and let everybody know we're on, as always, which you probably are. I don't even have to say that because he's a radar and he already does everything before I asked him to. He's just good like that, y'all. Just straight good like that.
Beth, hello.
There's beautiful Beth. Hello, Beth. Where's Stephanie and them? We were just talking to her, so I know she's not asleep. Surprised Beth's not asleep. Beth's had a big weekend. All right, we got 6 people already. That's awesome.
Yeah, but sometimes it lies.
Yeah, I know. Because now it says we have 3. In a second, it said 3. Hey, Stephanie and Joey. Yay.
Hi.
Beth said they're coming, and then they come in. As soon as they said that, as soon as she said that, they came in. Stop before you bust that, please. You bust that in here and get it on my camera and keyboard, I'm going to be extremely upset.
I know this one.
Okay, well, don't do that in here, just in case. Remember, everybody, please put a comment in there saying hello. Stephanie says, hello, Dakota.
Hello.
Actually, she said, hey, Dakota.
Hello.
Beth has surgery in the morning. Not sure how long I'll be on. We completely understand, Beth. And our prayers will be with you. I promise you. Yes, please. When you come on, let me know you're here by saying hello. It just gives me a number, and it lies about that most of the time. So it didn't tell me who you are. So the only way I know who you are and I give you a shout out and a welcome is by you saying hello in the chats. And so we've got that many. Sure. Go ahead. Look what Dakota did. She cut her hair off.
No, Mom cut my hair.
Mom cut her hair off.
I asked her to. Wow, so very sweet. And I have another surprise also.
All right. Once everybody gets in here, we will get started. I think we got 5 right now. So, Beth says, "Wow, it's so pretty."
Thank you.
She says, "Thank you." If you didn't hear that. Well, you guys know how we start the show off every week. First of all, I say every week, but this is the second week that we weren't on. This is we wasn't on the last week because it was Paramama's birthday and Halloween, and I had to work, so that's why we wasn't on. But I did let you guys know that we weren't going to be on. And then the week before that we were on. 3 weeks ago, we wasn't on because of CAPI Camp. And y'all know we don't do a show during the weekend of CAPI Camp because I am usually whipped after that because it's a big day. The last day of CAPI Camp is usually the biggest day because it's emotionally tiring because everybody's sad that you're going home. And it's also physically tiring because you have so much work to do with cleanup and packing and all that stuff for the weekend. But that's why I wasn't on then, and I wasn't on last week because of it being Paramama's birthday and the weekend of Halloween. And we had an amazing time on Halloween. We had a lot of fun. Dakota was all dressed up in her Halloween costume.
We have another surprise.
Oh, you have another surprise? What's your other surprise? You got a turtle. He's all out looking. He's like, I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeVille. What's his name? Squirtle. Yeah. Awesome.
I
Squirtle.
told you that.
It's got another. We have another reptile to add to the reptile wall, which is right over there. There's a bearded dragon named Big Boy, and he is big. And then next to him is Squirtle the turtle, and then next to Squirtle is, excuse me, is Devin the ball python. Yep. That says, oh, she was saying that to your hair. Welcome back, John. Okay, you can go put him up now. Bye-bye. All right, so let's get the prayer request started, guys, if y'all want to. Has anybody got any prayer requests out? I want to throw some out there. I want to continue to pray for our beautiful case manager, Beth, our Southern Belle boss. She is, like she said earlier, she's having surgery in the morning. So let's pray for her that everything will go well with that. It's not a massive, dangerous surgery, but, anytime you have surgery, anytime you go to a doctor's office or a hospital, you need prayer, especially nowadays. So we want to put out a bunch. I'm not making her trip to the surgery in the morning any easier, am I? But yeah, let's pray for Beth and her surgery tomorrow. Let's pray for Tom for having to put up with her tomorrow. I mean, for his health as well. Let's also continue to pray for Joey and Stephanie. They're still getting acclimated to their new surroundings and getting everything taken care of. But from what I understand, everything has been going a lot better for them. So we're prayer request and praise report there. I have 3 unspoken prayers requests. Let's keep praying for John and Michelle and their beautiful daughter. They had if y'all remember, they had a house fire where they lost everything. They're starting to get their life back together again. When you have a house fire or, I guess, hurricane or tornado or anything that destroys what you've built as a family for all those years, you guys know that the worst part about that is putting everything back together. At first, you feel like you've lost everything and there's just nothing that could be any harder than that, but it is. It gets harder before it gets better. It's putting that life back together and seeing that light at the end of the tunnel. That takes a lot of courage, a lot of faith, and a lot of prayer. So let's keep John and Michelle in our prayers as well. Keep CAPI in your prayers. We are, super, super busy. We were just talking about this the other day. Beth sent me a message and said, hey, by the way, we're booked until April. So we're booked through the new year until April. And my reply to her was, not bad for a team that doesn't seek out investigations. We don't go look for investigations. We don't call people or put in ads on Facebook like a lot of these do. I seen one just the other day from a team saying, does anyone have any good places to go? And I get emails and calls all the time from teams saying, hey, can you give us some ideas on where to go? I give them some ideas on how to find something, but I don't tell them where to go. But I do give them some ideas on how to find some stuff, which we've talked about on the show before when we was talking about, we had the series on building your own team.
Joey.
Let's see. Does anybody else have any more? Tuesday's election. Yes, definitely keep that in your prayers. What we're praying for Tuesday is not an election. What we're praying for Tuesday is not going to the polls. What we're praying for Tuesday is our country. I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys my affiliations or beliefs, and I'm certainly not going to tell you who to vote for. I am going to tell you to vote, though. I don't care if you're left, right, middle, fence post setter. I don't care who you are, and what you believe. I love you anyway, and I want you to go vote. That's the biggest thing. If you are able to vote, please go and do that. I don't care what affiliation you have. I don't care what party you follow. Hey, emo girl. I wasn't supposed to say Lydia. I don't like saying people's names when they don't use their names. Hello, Tom Pada 512. I'm just gonna say Tom. Hey, Tom. But I don't care what your beliefs are, or what flag you wave, or whatever. Go vote. Use that. If you want to vote Republican, go vote in Republican. If you want to go vote, I wasn't saying you shouldn't do it, Beth. I was saying I don't do it. That's all I was saying. I wasn't saying you shouldn't do that. You make me feel bad now. I was just saying I don't. She don't mind. Everybody knows it's her, but I just try to say their names just in case. With her, it doesn't really matter because everybody already knows it's her. But like I said, I don't care if you're independent, if you're libertarian, if you're liberal, if you're right wing, left wing. I don't care what you are. Go vote. A lot of people have died, sacrificed, and lost a lot of stuff to make sure that we have that right to elect our representatives and leaders. So please do that. Please go vote, every single body. If you're able to vote, please go and vote. And definitely keep your prayers going for the country. There's only one way to vote that's going to save our country from what's coming. I'm not saying that because I'm affiliated with that way or because I believe that way or anything like that. I'm saying it because it's a fact. And if you don't see that in your mind, then you're a blind sheep. That's all I can say. That's as political as I'm going to get. So I'm trying to look at the syllabus here to make sure I get everything covered. Beth wanted me to talk about some stuff that they've been working on. Her and Stephanie have been working on. I think John's helped out too on the CAPI website. This is it right here, CAPIParanormal.com. That does say M after that O. You can't see it, but it CAPIParanormal.com. 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 So y'all please go and check out our site. And when you go there, I want you to look at our gear page. If you've ever decided you wanted to do this and you want to go check out how to investigate the paranormal, first come to our CAPI camp, which I'm going to talk about in just a minute because John's already mentioned it. If you want to come to CAPI camp and take the class to learn how to use all this equipment and how to use all your knowledge and everything, then please come to CAPI camp. You will not regret it. I promise you that. We don't only have an educational time, but we also have a freaking blast. It is amazing. Everybody has an amazing time. We all love doing it. It is like the most funnest camp time that you'll ever have. I promise you. So, but you've got to have that gear. You've got to have that equipment that tells you how to, or to gives you that ability to gather evidence and to gives you that ability to tell what's going on around you. It gives you that edge, if you will, in this field. Okay, so if you want to know what equipment to use, go to CAPIParanormal.com. That's CAPI paranormal.com, and check out our gears page. What it's going to do is it's going to show you some stuff that we have tried, trued, and tested. Stuff that we believe in, stuff that we know that works, stuff that is has been in our hands at one point in time, if not present, and that we have vetted and used, and now we solely believe in it. So please go check that gear page out. You will not be disappointed. I promise you. There's some great buys on there. We only post stuff on that page that are two things. One, usable in what we do in the paranormal. And two, not so super expensive. Why would we tell you to go somewhere when we preach to you all the time that money should not be a huge issue in the paranormal? Unfortunately, I say that all the time, guys. I really do. I say money, we're never going to make money a big issue, but unfortunately it is an issue because there's a lot of money that you have to pay to get this stuff, to be able to do the job, to be able to do the, to be able to collect evidence and be able to have the equipment that you need. So The gear page will show you the stuff that we've tried and we vetted and used and found it to be very useful, but also that it's not so super expensive that it's going to break the bank. All right. Also, check out Amazon. I know the holidays are coming up, and yeah, Tom's telling it already. Cool. But I know the holidays are coming up, and everybody's got their Christmas. I can't talk tonight, guys. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me. I know what it is because my fan's not on me. That's what it is. There we go. Everybody's got their Christmas wish list going, and everybody, it's time to start thinking about that. I saw a couple of people on Facebook the other day that says it's not even good and into November yet, and I'm finished with my Christmas shop. I was like, man, I wished I could say that this early. Paramama usually does really good about, usually does pretty good about getting her stuff done early, but she usually finishes it up around the Black Friday mark. So, but regardless, nowadays, I think I was reading that the other day, and it said 62 to 65% of all shopping is now done online. And that surprised me because I go by Walmart, Kmart, and Kohl's and Target and all that all the time, and they're usually packed. But that's what they're saying. Christmas, or not Christmas, but online shopping is the norm now. That's where everybody goes to instead of having to fight the crowds and go in the stores. And you've got to have a pistol, a shotgun, a sword, and 3 bodyguards to go to Black Friday. So, and they have Cyber Monday too. So that's easier. That's a heck of a lot easier. Just sit at home and do it. Order from Amazon. Amazon's got everything that you could possibly need. You could go and spend a half an afternoon on Amazon and get everybody in your family, friends, and social list all the Christmas presents they need. Every one of them. So now that we've said go shop for Christmas and go shop for Christmas at Amazon because they've got it all and it's at good prices, here's another thing I want you to do for us. I want you to use our affiliate link. Can we put that up there, Beth or John? Can we put the link for our affiliate link up? Is that possible? If not, if it doesn't pop up in just a second from one of them putting it on here, then all you have to do is go to our Facebook page, any one of our Facebook pages. I think it's on my page, it's on Beth's page, it's on John's page, it's on Tom's page, it's on Joey's page, it's on Stephanie's page, it's on everybody's page. So just go to our Facebook and you'll see it. I just reshared it again today. So I'm going to share it every single day so it stays on my page and stays towards the top so everybody can see it. Okay, John, thank you. He's trying to get it on there. Thank you. You haven't started Christmas shopping yet? I haven't either. I think Paramama has, though. She usually does all that. But anyway, all you have to do is go hit that link. We're going to try to get it on here. If not, then we'll work on, Stephanie, if you could work on getting it in the description down there for us, the one that stays there all the time. You know more about the YouTube stuff than I do, but I know you could put links in the description. So if you'll work on putting that in the description down there, the link to the Amazon page, to the Amazon affiliate link, put that in on our description on YouTube as well. So sometimes after tonight, that should be up there. And also, like I said, you go to any one of our Facebook pages. If there's any team member right now that is not putting that on your page, whether you use Facebook regularly or not, please do that now. Put that link on your page. All you have to do is go to either mine, John, or Beth's. I know that's the 3 I've seen it on. Go to either one of our pages and you can grab it and just say share. And then it'll pop, blue button will pop up that says share now, and just hit that button and it'll pop it right up there for you. So please do that. That should do it. There it is. There's the Amazon link right there. The second thing John said, or the third thing John said in a row, right after trying, it says Amazon.to. If you want to, here's the thing about that link, guys. Here's the thing about our affiliation with them. if you go straight to Amazon through their page, you know, just Google Amazon and you just go straight to the Amazon and you start shopping, that's going to be no different than you using our link. Okay, you hit our link to go there and it's going to take you straight there. You can start shopping, do whatever you want to do. The price is still going to be exactly the same, just like you went straight to Amazon. It's not going to cost you anything different. The only thing different about ours is that Amazon, not you, but Amazon is going to pay us a percentage of everything that is sold through that affiliate link. Okay, you see what I'm saying? You do not get charged any more money for anything that you purchase by using that link. You don't get paid. You don't get charged 1 red cent more than what you would if you just went straight to Amazon. All right. You don't get paid or charged anything more. The only difference is Amazon says, thank you for sending people our way. And the way they say thank you is they send us a percentage, a really small percentage, but it is a percentage of what they sell through that affiliate link. So please, if you guys love this show, you love what we do, you love the team, you want to help us out a little bit without having to spend any 1 red cent extra, just do your Amazon shopping as you would. Then boom, there you go. That's a way to do it. That way it doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost us anything. It doesn't cost anybody any extra except for Amazon. All right. They just throws it into our pile. All right. I don't know how to do this, but I do remember the last time we spoke on this and put our link up and everything. I think it was around last year. There was a gentleman, I don't remember who it was, but there was a gentleman that said that you could there was a way to put that on your browser to where anytime you clicked onto Amazon, it would be through that link. All right. I don't know how to do that, so y'all have to figure that out. I'm not the guy to ask that. I promise you I'm not, because I will really screw it up for you. Working on new merch source. Yeah, I'm going to get to that too. I've got that on the list. But yeah, so all your Christmas shopping that you're going to do online, do it through Amazon and do it through our affiliate link, which is right there on the page, on our comment section right there here on YouTube. Stephanie's going to put it in the description, so you'll have it there. You can also go to Facebook to any one of our pages or to the CAPI pages, CAPI Paranormal, Central Alabama Paranormal Investigations, or Alabama Paranormal on Facebook, and get both of those will have the affiliate link. So y'all please do that for us. That helps out a lot. It helps us pay for our website, a bunch of stuff. All right. The website that we have, this CAPIParanormal.com, is not free and it's not cheap. We have to pay a pretty high penny every year for that thing. So it's worth every dime of it, but that helps us do that. All right. So please, any Amazon shopping that you're going to do this year, any online shopping, use Amazon. All right. Please. And absolutely use our affiliate link to get there. All right. We appreciate that. All right. So go check out the gear page if you want to know what gear to get. I think Beth said earlier. Let's see. Let me get over to the comments. Let me catch up because I know I'm behind. Got my meatloaf loafing because I can't catch up. Let's see. We're going to talk about camp in just a second, guys. Beth said, I think every house should have a K2 meter and a voice recorder. I agree. Absolutely, you should. So do 2 things. Go onto our Facebook page, onto our website, CAPIParanormal.com. Go to the gear page, find you a recorder, find you a K2 meter, and order it through Amazon with our affiliate link. What? Everything's taken care of. All you got to do is point and click and decide which one you want. All right? And then you're done. And you got it. What if you don't want a K2 meter or a recorder, but you know people that are into the paranormal? Recorders and K2 meters and cameras and stuff like that make amazing gifts for the paranormalist. If you want to know what to get someone on your Christmas list that is into the paranormal, that loves doing stuff like this, loves watching it, wants to take our class or has taken our class or whatever, you want to get them for something for Christmas, go to our gear page on CAPIParanormal.com. Anything on that page, I promise you'll be a hit. They'll be talking about you all year. And next year, they're going to get you something really nice. Y'all ever do that? You don't know that one person's going to get you something, and they do, and it's really nice, and you got them like a tie or something, and then you're like, or an umbrella or something like that, and you're like, crap. So next year you get them something really, really nice, but then they get you a tie. Okay, let's see. If you order things from Amazon, please use our affiliate link. It doesn't cost you anymore, and you will be helping CAPI. That's right, Tom. Thank you. I wish we could have used the K2 last time. Hopefully this time we can. Absolutely. I haven't seen started Christmas shop. I haven't either. I think I got everything. Thank you, Emo Girl. You'll definitely be using the link. Awesome. Even if you need security cameras, it's on our gear page. It sure is. There's stuff on our gear page that you can use without going into any investigations. You could use it in your everyday life. Everything that we have on there is, y'all heard me say a million times, if it says it's for hauntings and ghost hunting and stuff like that, then it's usually crap. It's usually fake. It's just to get your money. Everything we use is not for this. It's made for something else, but it just works really good. Hey, Jenny Jacobs, how you doing? I was scared you weren't going to make it tonight. So glad to see you. Brightens my day. Jenny Jacobs, better be here. Can't do a show without my Jenny. All right, let's talk about CAPI Camp. We've already talked a little bit about CAPI Camp, but we're going to talk a little bit more about CAPI Camp because we like CAPI Camp. John's already said we got 10 people coming for the class. John, is that what you were saying? Let me get back to that. I know I saw him say 10. I don't know if it was 10 people coming. I know there's more than 10 people coming because there's 10 people are set to go to CAPI Camp already. 10 people are already set to go. That is awesome. We're going to have an awesome CAPI Camp this time. We always have an awesome CAPI Camp, but it's all even better whenever there's that many people coming. But 10 people already. And now, is that different? Is that counting the team too, John? You're getting me all excited here. Is that counting the team too? Y'all, I done told y'all that I would pay for camp this time. They raised the price on me after I said that. They raised it up. I'm not going to tell you how much because I'm still going to pay for it. I'm not coming back on my word. I don't do that. I'm not going to punk out on my word. I do not do that, and I will not do that. I'm still going to pay for CAPI Camp, so you do not have a reason to say no on CAPI Camp this year. You don't have a reason for it at all. If you've watched the shows on TV, if you've watched this live, CAPI Live a few times, and if you've looked at us on Facebook and you've looked at other teams on Facebook and you, like I said, you watched the TV shows and all that, and you said, that's something I'd really like to do. I've always been interested in the paranormal. I've always been wanted to know how to investigate the hauntings and the supernatural and all that. I've always wanted to be able to do that. Well, guess what? You can, because you can come to CAPI Camp and we'll teach you exactly how to do it the right way, not the wrong way. We won't show you this crap that you see on TV. We won't show you the crap that you see on the movies. And we won't show you the crap you see in... Never mind, I ain't gonna say that. I promised I would be nicer to other teams. I promised. I swear I did. And I am. I'm a nicer person now. I'm trying to get rid of my assholish persona. I want to turn over a new leaf, and I'm still not going to say it though because that was kind of mean. But yeah, if you want to know how to do this, all you got to do is come to CAPI Camp. That's the first thing about the CAPI Camp is you get to have that class. You get to know how to do the paranormal. All right. You get to know how to investigate. You get to know what the equipment's about. You find out why we went from this old monster that's heavy as crap to really this little bitty thin thing. You get to find out what's good, what still works, what don't work, what is effective, what's ineffective, all that stuff.
How do you work that thing?
I'll show you later. It's really complicated and hard.
Sounds like
you have to look in this. It is heavy. You can pick it up. But come to CAPI Camp. That's what we do. We teach you how to do everything. There is a cost for the class. Sometimes we have a class there's no cost. Sometimes we have a class that there is a cost, but this time there is a cost for the class. It's $25 a head. We do not make a dime on any of that. We don't get to keep any of that money. All that money goes right back into it goes back into the class. It basically pays for the materials for the class, really. That's all it does. And this time it's going to help me because I'm not having to pay for that too. So definitely come take the class. You will not regret it. You'll know how to use all of our equipment. You'll know how to use all of our knowledge. You'll know how the right way to do the paranormal, and encourage people that are already paranormalists that are on a team or have a team or investigate by themselves or whatever. I always encourage them to come to the team, to the class too, because that's why we do what we do. All the events that we do so that we can get the show tonight. We just got a lot not to this time. This camp that we're going to actually does have cabins. You can tent camp or cabin camp, whichever one you want to do. If you feel more at home in a cabin, come on, you can be in a cabin. Now, I do know the cabins are going fast. Cabins are going fast. I think last time I looked, I think there's 9 total cabins, and I think there were 3 left last time I looked. I could be wrong. There could be more or none left. I don't know. But email John, jbowen.cappy@gmail.com. That's jbowen.capi@gmail.com. jbowen.cappy@gmail.com. Go and email him. He will be able to tell you everything there is to know about CAPI Camp. Why does he know so much about CAPI Camp? It's because he created CAPI Camp. This is his baby. He created this whole thing. He took the class that's been around since 2004, 2006, somewhere around in there, and turned it all into a big old camping trip because we love to camp so much. And we still do CAPI or the class outside camp. We'll come and do a class for you outside of camp as well. But is it breaking up for anyone else or me? Off and on. Oh, I'm so sorry. Are we having issues? I'm showing full signal. Man, I was hoping tonight we wouldn't have any issues. I was just thinking about that a few minutes ago, Sam. I was hoping everything was going, because last time we were on, we did have some issues. I'm so sorry. Let's see let me make sure the signal. I don't know if it's on my end. I guess it is if it's 2 people so far that said. Is that any better? Was it just the noise? Was it the sound, or was it the video itself? Now looks good for now. Okay, good. I'm so sorry, y'all. I wish there was something I could do about that. I'm showing full signal, so I'm not showing any internet issues right now. My signal looks really good right now, so I don't know why it would be. It could be on YouTube's end. It was both. Okay, both the video and see on my end, it's not breaking or stopping or anything. I'm seeing my ugly bald head. It could be the cloud coverage, I guess. I don't know. Hold on. Dakota! Sorry about that. I didn't mean to holler. Come on, hurry. You locked Mom out. Dakota locked Paramama outside.
Huh?
Open the door. Goodness gracious. Go back outside.
It was worse than that before I rinsed off the hose.
All right. So definitely come to CAPI Camp. You have no reason not to. The bald guy's paying for the cabins. Oh, and if you don't get in time for a cabin, but you still want to come, you can tent camp. Or if you just want to tent camp, you don't want to use a cabin, then that's fine too. You can tent camp here and cabin camp. So you can bring your tents. And if you don't have a tent, let us know, because most of us are going to be in a cabin, so we won't need our tent. So we will let you borrow them. I know I have 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever that I can bring. I always bring them whenever we do something like this in a cabin, because I know that someone could come that wants some. So if you have us down for a cabin, right? Yes, we do have you down for a cabin. Yes, we sure do. I'm sorry I missed that. Did you know we were on the radio? Yes, we were on. John and I were on 99.5. That's something I wanted to talk to you guys about. Like I said, we do everything that we do for a reason, and it's to get the real paranormal out there. And any venue that we can use to do that, we jump on as soon as we can. All right. So what we want to do is we want to start a show, a radio show, a paranormal radio show. Call it CAPI Live. So what I need you guys to do is I need you to contact. John, can you put up contacts for Talk 995? Can you put up contacts for that? I know the listener line. That's 205-545-9950. 205-545-9950. But can you put up contacts for Talk 995? What we want you guys to do, everybody that's listening right now and everybody that watches this later, because most of our views come in later, I want you to do me a huge favor. John's going to put up some contact info for you for Talk 995. We are in talks right now of doing a radio show, a weekly radio show. What we need you guys to do, thank you, John. What we need you guys to do is we need you to contact the radio station and say, hey, we would really love to hear more of the CAPI team on there, Paranormal Johnny and Paranormal John and all that. It won't be just me and John. That's just who was there last time. It was Paranormal John and Paranormal Johnny. And we want to do a show. And once again, not for money or not for fame or not for recognition, but to get the real paranormal out there. And this is just one more platform that we can use to do that. And so we want you guys to do this. John's going to put up the prayers for Tommy. He lost a friend tonight to cancer first. Oh my God. Okay, hold on, guys. Stop everything. Let's go back to the prayer list. Tom lost a friend of his tonight to cancer. Oh my God, I want to cry. That is, wow. I'm so sorry, Tom. I hate to hear that. I really do. It stabs me in the heart whenever I hear about someone that, even though I don't even know who the friend is and probably never even met him. I care so much for Tom. I love him like he's my brother. Just to know he's hurting hurts me. And that I'm so sorry to hear that, Tom. We will definitely add Tom and Beth to the prayer list. We already got them on the prayer list for their health, but add them as to the prayer list for having to deal with this. Their friend's good. He's good. That's why I never say pray for so-and-so, he died today, or pray for so-and-so, she passed away today. I never say that. Why are you going to pray for them? They're good. Well, they're either good or bad, and it's their choice, but they're good. The prayers are not for them. Prayers after someone passes is for the family and the friends that have to deal with the fact that they're never going to see them again. So definitely like to add a prayer request. One of my closest friends from my younger days passed away this afternoon. Please keep Frank King. Okay, he told us his name, Frank King, and family in your prayer. I know a Frank King. Oh, I don't think I do. I know a Frank, and I know someone named Frank something, and then something King. I think I'm putting two different people together. But yeah, Frank King and their family, and Tom and Beth in your prayers tonight. Absolutely. Dadgum, I sure hate to hear that. Sorry, Beth and Tom. Friends from your younger days. I just lost a good friend from my younger. Here lately, I've lost several of my friends from my younger days. You start getting old and people start dying, and you're like, why are they dying so young? And then you look at yourself and you're like, yeah, they wasn't so young. Yeah, they probably wasn't so young because I'm not. And so, you know what? There's two. There was about maybe somewhere in the range of 15 to 20 of us that hung out mostly together. And the two younger the two younger, because he's about my age, of those people are the only ones. I mean, the two older of those are still alive. It's just me and one other guy that is still alive. One other guy named Steve. We're still alive. The people I used to hang out with and run with, and it's scary because every one of them that's passed away is younger than me. Speedy's dad. Yep, the Jones family. Add them to it too. Thank you. I forgot to put that on I had it on the prayer list, and I didn't have the prayer list. I was going by memory. But yes, definitely the Jones family. Halloween night, there, a friend of John's named Speedy passed away. So the prayers for the Joan family there too, because that's never easy when you lose a mother or father. Okay, John has put up Talk 995 WZRR 244 Goodwin. It's 244 Goodwin Crest Drive, Suite 300, Birmingham, Alabama. Studio lines 205-445-9950, just like I said, or 844-455-9950 for the office. And he even gave you the fax number and everything. So, yeah, the office is 205-945-4646. So y'all do that. Contact them. There's all the contact information you need. If you don't get it off of here, just Google Talk 995 in Birmingham, Alabama. Call them and tell them you want more CAPI. Say, I really enjoyed that show a couple nights before Halloween with John and Johnny. And, we want more of that. So, because we are in talks now of getting that done. I'm trying to talk to them as much as I can. So I have plans on talking to a couple people tomorrow. So we're looking for sponsors. So if you guys know of any businesses that might want to sponsor a show that would be very effective for them, thousands and thousands of listeners, then just let us know. Sorry, it was jumbled. It's okay. It's all together. And we can see what it is. Absolutely. So yes, please add those to the prayer list, John, if you would. Everybody else, put that on your prayer list for tonight before you lay your head down and talk to the boss. Put it on there and ask that those two families, the King and the Jones family, give them some sort of peace, because I know that's not easy at all. Dear Lord, like I said, it hurts my heart to know that Tom's hurting. It really does. Ooh, it'll make me cry. All right, let's see. I think that's everything. If I forgot something, Beth or John, please let me know. Stephanie, are y'all still here? They're not still here, but Beth is. I'm sorry if y'all can hear that. I was having to put the volume back up. We are here. Okay, cool. They're here. I was going to say a joke. I was saying they're not here, but Beth is. That's with Stephanie. I think that's it. Did I get everything, guys? Stephanie, John, Beth, Tom, Green, and it brought the sound down. I think it's because I still have that pulled up from earlier. Let me take that off there. Yeah, that's why. Much better. Much better. I try to keep it so that I don't have to. All right, you think so too? I think that's everything. So let's get back into what we're doing now. I want to apologize real quick because I did tell you guys that the 1st of November, we were going to be shooting our own locations at the different places that we talked about, like the Old Depot and Smitherman and on Hospital and what's a Greenfield now, and a few of the houses that we've talked about, and the buildings like the bank and the old hotel and everything in between Selma and Montgomery, or Selma and Wetumpka. And we are going to start that. John and I are got to get together this week, and we're going to start doing plans to where we can get our schedules in line to where we can go to these different places. Work has been nuts. It sure has for both of us. I've been working crazy 6 days a week. So is John's, but we're going to get it done. I promise you. And we're going to do these on locations. Like I said, those will not be live shows, but you can still watch them on here. So we will get that done as soon as possible. But one thing, I'm kind of glad it didn't, because we've been talking about the paranormal and the history thereof and everything. And what we did was we talked about these different locations and everything, but we also need to throw in there the paranormal, right? We need to throw in talk a little bit about the history of that, right? I mean, because it's been around for a long time, guys. A lot of people say that Charles Fort, which was in, oh my gosh, the 1920s is whenever Charles Fort did most of the paranormal experiments and stuff that he did. He's considered by a lot of people, not including me, as the father of paranormal investigating. But I can't say that. I mean, he did bring it into the limelight a little bit more in the 20s and started the ball rolling, in modern times, in the 20th century, 19th century 20th century. But I'm didn't. He wasn't the first. You know, I mean, you still got 1860s. Mary Todd and Abe Lincoln, the tall, scrawny president, investigated the White House. They're the only paranormal investigators to ever investigate the White House. I've been jealous of them ever since. That's my dream, is to investigate the White House. I don't think that is going to come to reality before I leave this earth, but as a ghost, I'm going to investigate it. I'm going there as soon as I die. That's my plan, is to go straight to the White House and investigate. Dude, how ironic and just a little bit vulgar is it that I want to go and investigate the White House for spirits as a spirit? I do. I said, I'm probably never going to be able to do it in my lifetime. So I figured when I'm dead, they can't stop me. And I am going to the White House as a ghost and as an entity or a spirit or whatever you want to call it, and investigate the White House. It'll be a lot easier for me. Guys, I'm going to have to go now so I can get up early. Good night, Beth. Love you. Good luck tomorrow. We will be praying for you. I'm her ride to the doctor tomorrow, so it's time for me to go as well. Good night, Tom. Love you guys. All right. So, but you know, from Mary Todd and Abe to Charles Fort, you know, them in the 1860s. I think he was president from 1861 to 1860, or 1860 to 1864, 61 to 64, something like that. I'll have to look at it. I didn't put that in my notes, but during that time they did investigate, because, you know, y'all remember their son died. That was part of our trivia last time. And then Charles Fort in the 1920s, all the way up to modern day today. And it has involved, the field has involved as much as the field itself, you know, throughout the stuff with equipment. I remember earlier I showed you this big monster here that we used to have to carry around, do investigations with, as far as videos go and pictures, everything. And carry this big monster around. I mean, you know, and now we have cameras that fit in our hand, and cameras that we can mount to tripods and all that other stuff. So the field itself has grown and everything. And even the attitude towards the paranormal. Early on, the paranormal in the, we'll say that again, paranormal in the science field, in the field of science, was viewed as a pseudoscience without merit and logical normalities, not deserving any critical thinking or scientific approach. In other words, they were saying it wasn't worth their time. You know, that they were better than even with something as silly and illogical as the paranormal. Now it's actually, the definition has actually changed in the science field as being, it's been labeled as denoting events such as telekinesis, clairvoyance, and hauntings, etc., that are beyond the scope of normal scientific thinking. So let's think about that. Let's look at that. How is that approach or that attitude towards the paranormal within the science population or field? How has that changed? I mean, we went from calling it a pseudoscience without merit and logical normalities, not deserving any critical thinking or scientific approach, to calling it denoting events such as telekinesis, clairvoyance, hauntings, ufology, yetis, all of that stuff that are beyond the scope of normal scientific understanding. Do y'all see how much of a 180 that is? It went from saying that it's nothing, that it wouldn't be worth their time to even looking into, to saying it. I'm sorry if y'all can hear that. I keep bumping that. Let me put that down. Should be able to hear the screen. There. It went from this field is not worth dusting my shoes with to being something that they don't understand, that is noting events such as telekinesis, clairvoyance, hauntings, blah, 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 that are beyond the scope of normal scientific understanding. So they went from saying this is crap, that it's not worth our time, to saying, well, this is just a little bit of beyond of what we can understand. Now, they're still a little arrogant in their view on it, and their logical responses on most of it, with saying it's beyond our scientific understanding because it's ununderstandable. If you'll allow me that, it's something that is cause of concern and cause of issue and cause of a great study, but it's not something that we're willing to understand. So they're still a little arrogant there, but they went from saying this is nothing, it's illogical, it doesn't deserve any type of studies, there's no logical normalities here that we could even measure. And scientific word, if I can't measure it, I don't want to have anything to do with it. Whether I'm measuring it through space, time, or measurement of liquid, or amount or length or whatever. If I can't do that, then it's not worth my time. And of course, unless you're a physicist. So there's a bunch of physicists just rolled in their graves, but and the ones that are alive just said, the force is not right. But not just the field changed, and the equipment and the evidence on what we collect, how we collect it, and where we keep it or store it, but also the view of it. Because now they're saying there's so much interest out there. There's so much of a bind of real, unreal, normal, paranormal, natural, supernatural. There's so much of a bind there that it is something. We have to admit there is something there, but it's beyond our approach, or not beyond our approach. It was beyond their approach, but now it's beyond our scientific understanding. So not just the field has changed, but the view on that field has changed too. Now, you still have a great number of scientists that look at it as a pseudoscience, and they want nothing to do with it. And 90% of those are, are of atheist approach. So it's not something that they'll probably ever be able to get into unless they have an experience themselves. But even then, a lot of them won't admit it. Sorry, my mouth was dry. All right. And that's something I've always thought about. I would love to get a percentage number on the amount experience the paranormal. Excuse me. But do not talk about it. That have experienced something like, there's a ghost in their bedroom, or they saw an entity in the lab, or there's so many out there I know that have had some type of paranormal or supernatural experience, but they won't admit it, because then they would have to kind of go back on a lot of stuff that they already said, right? So I would love to know the number of those, but that's something we'll never know because, they don't, they will never advertise that. They'll never come out and say, yeah, okay, I had an experience. And they're like, well, wait a minute. You said that it's a pseudoscience and there's no way it could be possible. But now you're telling me you had an experience. Well, it was probably something that I ate. They did the old Ebenezer Scrooge spiel about, you know, something I ate, or, you know, it's a piece of bad meat or something, you know, that's turning in my stomach or whatever, you know. So but in their heart and in their mind, they know I did experience that, I did see that. So um I've got to admit that there is something there. And I would love to be able to get that number, because I think it would be really interesting. But that's something we'll probably never, ever, 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 ever see, is because they won't admit to that, right? Um, so, like I said, we're going to get the locations done before the end of the season, before December 15th. Um, Off topic, but that's my favorite drink, and you're making me want the Diet Coke. I didn't know that was your favorite drink. I thought I offered you a Diet Coke at the camp, and you said no. Was that you? It must have been somebody else. I love Diet Coke too. It's my favorite drink too. It's my only drink. That's all I drink. That and coffee. Nothing else will appease my thirst. Will quench my thirst um, like a Diet Coke will. So definitely not me. Off topic, because besides the ghost and integrity, what's the most seen ghost in the White House? What's the most seen ghost in the White House? I don't know. What is the most seen ghost in the White House? I would have to say Lincoln. That's what everybody says they see is Lincoln. Besides the ghost of integrity, I like that. Now I understand that joke. I got that pun now. Not a sponsor of CAPI Live. Yeah, it's not a sponsor of CAPI Live. Y'all know that I was fussed at for showing product on the show without them being a sponsor. But then I found out that if, as long as I'm not attempting to get them as a sponsor, then it doesn't matter. Not one to turn it down. Well, anytime you're around me, I have Diet Coke. You can have some. Blah, blah, blah. Lincoln. Yeah, that's what I say. Lincoln. It'd have to be the number one viewed. That's what everybody says. That's what Churchill saw. Lincoln saw Churchill naked. I'm sure that. I'm glad Lincoln was dead when he did that, because he probably would have died, or at least gone blind. Churchill was not a bodybuilder. I'm sure he wasn't a very pleasant naked body to be seen. I'm sure Lincoln didn't look at him and say, "Hey man, how's it going?" Lane, I'm lame. I'm sorry. Ouch. That hurt my feelings, emo girl. I loved you, and you called me lame. Mary Todd was a close second. Yeah, yeah, she's been seen there a lot too. There's been reports of pretty much everybody as far as past presidents go. I know I've heard Washington has been seen. I know what you was talking about, emo girl. I was playing with you. The sponsor thing was lame, not you. I know. We need to get some sponsors for this show, much less the radio show, right? All right. I think we're going off into left field here. What else you guys want to talk? We're going to get those done real quick, I promise you, so you can see these things for yourself. We've talked a lot about Sturdivant Hall. We've talked about, what have we talked about? Sturdivant Hall, the Old Depot Museum, the Smitherman Building, Butler House, Cahaba, the slave quarters at Cahaba. What else have we done? We've done a lot, guys. The old hotel in Wetumpka, the furnace house that's super hot, the post office, which is now a museum, and Grace Coolidge. Yeah, I've heard of that one that sighting as well. But we're going to get all these places. I've already made a list of everywhere we're going to go. John and I, we're going to do our best to get our schedule straight. Like he said, we've both been working our tails off. I admitted to the team the other night that I do have an addiction that I'm fighting very hard to stop, but I don't think I'll ever stop. But I'm addicted to money. I am. I really am. I'm so addicted to it. I do everything I can to get it. And I work my tail off, and I don't do family functions or events, and I miss Saturdays and with the family, and I work way too much. I really do. But does anyone have any questions on anything that we've talked about tonight or at all during this series? Any questions about anything we've mentioned tonight or anytime during this series? If you do, just pop them up there. And if you're a slow typer, put up there, say, I do, and I'll know to wait. I'm addicted to be able to put food on the table, right? I'm addicted to that too, because I'm addicted to the food too. I made goulash today, y'all, and it was good. It was good lash. It wasn't goulash, it was good lash. It was really good. I used seasoned meat, hamburger meat, and some fresh sweet corn and some cut noodles with cheddar. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I used cheddar and American, and it was some kind of good. It really was. I'm hoping there's some left. I think there is because I don't see the bowl. It must be in the refrigerator. I might eat some afterwards. I got some paperwork to do, so I might eat. All right, so I guess no questions. I want you guys all right, we will be back on this coming Sunday. I promise you. I'm going to do everything I can this week, get these locations done. John and I are going to work really diligently and do everything we can. We may have a special guested or two at camp. Hey, there's a little wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Special guest or two at camp. See, if y'all come to CAPI camp this next time, which is February 3rd, 4th, and 5th at Southern Pillars. I don't think I said that earlier. I think John put it on there, but I didn't see it. It's February 3rd, 4th, and 5th. It's in Troy, Alabama. Don't tell me you don't have a ride because we can take care of that. Don't tell me you don't have a tent because we can take care of that. If you hurry up, you can get a cabin. All you got to do is text. Excuse me. All you got to do is email John and say, hey, I want a cabin. That's all you got to do. That's the RSVP, first come, first serve. That's all you got to do. And you'll get one of the cabins, if there's any available. It just depends on how many people have texted him or emailed him and said, hey, I want a cabin. The cabins are super nice, the little mini houses with a bed, really nice bedrooms, upper deck and lower decks. I mean, they're really nice. They really are. Super, super country, Western type motif throughout. I mean, it's really nice. There's his email, jbowen.capi@gmail.com. Go to his email. Tell him you want to go to CAPI camp. Tell him you want to take the class. It's only $25. But even if you don't have $25, don't let that be a reason either, because we can take care of that as well. There is a charge this time. It's $25 a head for the class, not the camp. Camp's free. But in your food and all that stuff's taken care of. So don't worry about that. Just bring whatever you like to drink. Like Emo's going to bring some Diet Cokes. And so is Johnny. If you don't have the money for class, but you want to take the class, just email John, tell him that. Say, hey, I'd really love to come, but I don't think I can afford it. What can you do? And there's nothing that we can get you there as far as getting you from home to there. We can supply you with a tent, maybe even put you in a cabin. We can provide your food. We can do the class. Don't worry about money if you don't have it. If you do have it, help out and pay for the class. But if you do have the money and it's not going to hurt you to pay for the class, don't come there and say, I don't have the money and just not pay for the class. All right. But we work all that out. Don't worry about it. Yeah. If you want to help out with food, like Emo Girl just said, also email John. Anything about camp, email John. It's CAPI Camp at Southern Pillars Camp in Troy, Alabama, February 3rd through the 5th. All right, February 3rd through the 5th. It's going to be cool, so you don't have to worry about it being too hot. It's not going to be so cold that we can't stand it. And even if it is, we got cabins. And if it gets so cold and you're camping out in a tent and it gets too cold to be in that tent, you can come in my cabin. I don't care. We'll figure it out. So we just want you there. It's a beautiful place. It's set right on a lake. It's just gorgeous. I don't know if it's a lake. I think it's a pond. I think it may be a pond. And John, I think it's a big pond, but it's big and it's nice. And it has hiking and all that stuff, but it is just freaking gorgeous. It really is. It has a full kitchen and an auditorium where we can do the class and where we can investigate even after the class. It's a lot of fun. You guys definitely come to CAPI Camp this time. It's February 3rd through the 5th at Southern Pillars in Troy, Alabama. Get the class, get the fellowship, get the food, get the fun, because it's going to be all of those. I love you guys so much. I want you to do me a huge favor sometime this week. I don't care if it's a friend, family member, or someone you meet on the street, but make at least one person smile this week, because that's what we need more of. We love you guys so much. I love doing this for all of you guys, but I would still do it for just one too. We will see you guys next Sunday. Absolutely. We are going to work on getting those locations done, John and I both. And I will do my very best to have those for y'all very, very soon. We love you guys. We will see you next. Y'all have a huge, wonderful, blessed paranormal week. And we will see you next Sunday. God bless and good night.